So for me, it all started with this. Find out in a minute how you can get one of these. What is happening, webheads? Welcome back to Comic Book Corner 2.0. And guys, I am your host, Mike Spider Slayer, always helping you make decisions on what comic books to buy. And today I got a fun video for you. You know, I want to dedicate probably all of the stuff that I have done over the years, whether it's collecting comics, making a YouTube channel, to this one property, and that is Star Wars. And obviously I opened up this video with a lightsaber, and to tell you, honestly, this is the first lightsaber, real lightsaber, that I have ever owned. Well, it's not actually real, right? It's a replica, but it's the closest thing that I've ever had to it. And like I said earlier in the intro, I'll show you how to get one of these. But why am I dedicating, you know, Star Wars to everything? Well, when I was a kid, right, I was born in 75. 77, I was too young to obviously go see the Star Wars movies and remember anything that was from them. But in 1979, I think they re-released it in the theater and you could go see it. And I have the smallest memory of me going to see this movie with my mom. And I remember bits and pieces. And the one scene I do remember was, one, the trash compactor scene where they're getting, compacted. I remember that vividly. And obviously the scene where Darth Vader faces off against Obi-Wan Kenobi, and you're just like, what the heck is this thing that they're holding in their hand, these swords, right? And you're like, holy crap. But that movie blew my mind away as a little like 4 or 5-year-old kid, right? But when I was a little bit older, right, and I went to go see Empire Strikes Back, I was really blown away. I mean, you really got hardcore Darth Vader in there. You got the Luke, I'm your father moment, and you're just like, holy crap, mind's blown. Like that, I think, was the movie that changed it all for me. Like, I was into all kinds of other stuff after that when it came to, you know, Empire Strikes Back. And I would say, to this date, that is my favorite Star Wars movie. Of course, we had Return of the Jedi, but that's like a sad movie because at first you think that's it. That's the end of Star Wars as we know it. Darth Vader dies, freaking Yoda dies, the Emperor dies, freaking Boba Fett dies, everyone freaking dies, and you're like, holy shit, dude, like seriously? Like, this is it, this is over. And I was like, I was heartbroken as a kid, you know, but I still liked it and I still thought it was really good. I loved the Death Star, how it was like in pieces and stuff, like, and so really, really good movie. And then you get the re-releases, and then you get the prequels, and our generation was kind of shitting on the prequels, but now you look back on it, and maybe the prequels weren't all that bad, right? And then you get these next 3 movies. Yeah, not the greatest. I don't mind the first one, kind of a remake of, you know, everything that was going on. But the last 2 after that, not the greatest. And I want to know in opinions in the comments section below. I want to know, what do you guys think of those prequels, right? Now, the funny thing is when I was a kid and we talk about comic books, right? And this is how this is related to comics. I had a small collection of Star Wars comics in my collection. And this is about it when it comes to the original Marvel series. Now, you may think, uh-oh, is that Star Wars #1? I don't think so. I think this one is an actual reprint, and I bought this one at the comic book shop. So I don't think that is a real #1. And then I got this one, which is a definite reprint. This is from, you know, this is the movie story, whatever it is. So that's definitely not real right there. So I don't think I have issue 1s of Star Wars, but I think I got issue 2s. And I think this is a real issue 2 right here, as you get to see right there, right? So I have that. I bought that at the comic book shop right there. And then I I have this, I think this is the movie showcase issue #2 as well. So they had these ones come out that reprinted those originals, all right? But now I think we get to the stuff that I had ever since I was a little kid, right? So we have Star Wars issue 9. So that's pretty cool, right? You get that green rabbit guy type of thing. I remember this one specifically, Star Wars issue 11. So yeah, that's pretty badass cover, right? This one here, we have issue number 14. And I don't even know if these are worth anything because they're not in the best shape. I don't know what the story entails for these books, right? And then I have Star Wars issue, what number is this one? Issue 17. So we got that one. And this is a cool one though, issue 23. So that's awesome. This I specifically remember, I thought this was the coolest cover when I was a kid, right? We got issue 25, where they're like shooting at TIE fighters. You're not gonna win against a TIE fighter with your little blaster, right? Still got this original bag and board in there. Oh my gosh. This is a classic too. You got freaking Luke Skywalker right there with R2-D2, like R2's all messed up. Freaking love that. Right? Oh man, I remember this one right here by the Sinister Cyborg. Classic. These are all the original Star Wars books in my collection. And this book right here, this one, this I think may have been my favorite. The next two. So there's Star Wars issue 77, right? So that one is awesome as he's fighting this crazy beast. So that was cool. And then I love this cover. This is issue 80. I don't know, hot robot chick there, whatever she is, but then what was cool is you got that Star Wars cover, man. That right there is the best. All right. And then you got issue 81. When I was a kid, I thought this was great because I was like, oh, this is just like the movie, man. Look at that. Look at that cover, right? So super cool right there. And then we wind up getting issue 82. I've had issue 82. So we have that cover. That's classic too. And then you got this issue 83 with Lando Calrissian in it. He's diving to save himself, right? Typical freaking Lando right there. So there's that one. And then we have issue 100. So I've had this thing since I was, I don't know, dude, since I was like 8 or 9 years old. I don't even remember. This is one of, again, all these Star Wars books are one of the originals in my collection. So just super cool, just all the way around, and just great stuff here. And so this is my childhood. These were some of the first comic books that I was introduced to, were these Star Wars books, those movies. And then it just spawned out of control. I became, obviously interested in science fiction and comics and other characters and everything else. So like I dedicate those Star Wars movies to just everything in general. So really cool stuff. So hopefully you guys enjoyed that. Now, I am here to tell you about this Damien Saber. So let me turn off the lights here and I'm going to give you a little showcase of what to expect out of this. Okay, so this lightsaber is from DamianSaber.com. I'm gonna leave the link in the description box below. There's also a promo code here, Slayer5, where you can save 5% off of your purchase. I do not get paid for this. They just sent me this lightsaber. And like I said, I was very fortunate to actually get this. And this is my first like legit, you know, imitation lightsaber I've ever had. And their stuff is definitely top quality. As you get to see here, this is Luke Skywalker's lightsaber from Return of the Jedi. It is so well made. It is legitimately like the real deal here, and super easy. You get it in a box, you put in the blade, you can charge it through USB. It's got different volumes in it, and not only is it just freaking Luke, dude, it is everybody. You can be whatever you want. You can be a Sith Lord, you can be Obi-Wan, you can be everything. So I'm gonna turn it on here. So here we go.
Wanderer.
So it says Wanderer.
Steady.
And you can change it, and you can hear it, obviously. Ooh, look at that. So now you got the purple. So who's purple, right? Know your Star Wars knowledge, right? Mace Windu, right? So it's cool. You can have blaster blasts, just like that, right? Very cool. And then you can change it. Here we go.
The Knight.
The Knight. Who is the Knight? Oh, look at this. You can see. And they all make sounds based off of what lightsaber it is, right? This one's a little more jagged. Like, look at that. We'll tire them down. Here we go again.
New Horizon.
Whoa! This is the New Horizon. So this might show up white on the camera, but this is actually yellow.
Color change.
You can change the color as you go as well. Let's see what happens here.
The Chosen.
The Chosen. What? I'm the Rainbow Jedi. Woo! Look at this. All right, let's see. One more. We're going to do one more. See.
Moonfield.
What the heck is this? It's like Rainbow Bright, dude. Let's do another one. Let's do one. Oh, here we go.
Whispers of Power.
Whispers of Power. Ooh. And then you hold it down.
The Learner.
It's long presses and short presses, right? So that's what kind of confuses me with it. And then you hold it down for the close. So there you guys have it. That's just a glimpse of what this lightsaber can do. Obviously, it's super awesome. I gotta continue to play with it to get the kinks out, but my God. Guys, if you want like a legit lightsaber, go ahead, like I said, check it out. DamianSaber.com. Like I said, Slayer5 is the promo code. You'll get 5% off. Dude, I'm gonna just continue to play with this for a little while off camera. Here we go, let's go. One more, baby, one more.
Dark Lord Revisited.
The Dark Lord Revisited. Whoa! Guys, thanks for watching Comic Book Corner 2.0.